G'day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to reveal some inside XRP information that you need to know about and XRP's next price target that has been revealed to me by my inside source. So if you like the sounds of that, make sure to like and subscribe and let's get into it. So before I reveal this inside information, I want to talk a bit about XRP and some of the developments that's been going on recently. I just want to point out that Mark Zuckerberg has completely done a 180 and has pivoted Meta towards the right side. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I've been saying this for the last 6 months that Mr. X was working on Mark Zuckerberg and also Jeff Bezos and to watch for them to switch sides. And exactly as I told you 6 months ago, it has happened exactly as I predicted. Why? Because my inside source, Mr. X, one of the most powerful individuals in the world, has been working on these two. Now, when I tell you guys that my information is coming from someone who's more influential than Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos, I wasn't kidding. And this is his direct work right here. So another one of his predictions has come to pass exactly as I told you guys 6 months ago. Brad Garlinghouse meets with President Trump. Do you guys think that's a coincidence? We watch for regulatory clarity to go in the favor of XRP. Now, you've probably heard as well that the Ripple president, Monica Long, says that XRP ETF could come soon. Now, I'm going to tell you what I believe is going to happen. I believe that XRP will 100% get an ETF this year, and it's becoming more and more likely. Now, remember, I told you guys that XRP would be the next cryptocurrency to get an ETF. Not Solana, not Litecoin, not Cardano, not any of these other coins. XRP is the chosen crypto, and people who have been watching my channel should know this by now. So XRP is going to get an ETF. Now, depending on the timing of when this happens, will impact how it will affect the price. Now, what is more important than XRP actually getting an ETF is the hype and the narrative around it. Because the hype and the narrative will drive up the price massively to some of these massive valuations. And we're likely to see buy the rumor, sell the news type events with this XRP ETF. Now, if this XRP ETF was to get approved around the August to October timeframe, it's a high possibility that it could actually mark the top of the market, because we can look at previous examples. So let's talk about Cardano for a second. In September 2021, smart contracts went live on Cardano. Leading up to that, Cardano had a massive rally up to $3 with all of the hype. And what happened when the smart contracts got released? Well, that was the exact top for Cardano. And I'm expecting a similar buy the rumor, sell the news type of event to happen with XRP. And it's highly likely that that could actually mark the top of the bull run for crypto as a whole when that ETF does get approved, if it comes during that time frame. Now, I can tell you it's almost 100% certainty that XRP will get an ETF. But what's important is the timing. Now, I believe it will actually be more bullish for it not to get approved now, for it to actually get pushed all the way to the end of the bull run in October, because it's the hype and narrative that will drive the price. Now, I have some very important information about XRP, and I've been told XRP's next price point directly from Mr. X. Now, it's not very often that he actually gives specific price points or information like this. It's extremely rare. But when he gives us this information, it's extremely important that we take it extremely seriously. But before I give you the next price point for XRP, let's break down Bitcoin's chart, because at the end of the day, XRP is going to follow the strength of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's going up, XRP is going to follow. So to understand the short-term trend, we need to still look at Bitcoin. Now, let's go to the daily chart for a second. Now, what can we see? Well, we've pretty much come down and we've retested this blue box of support. Now, this blue box is a very key level because we've essentially been trading within this sideways range here. We had a little breakout above, but we've essentially just been going sideways, but altcoins have been getting smashed during this time. If we lose this level here, we're likely going to get a sharp move back down to the low of this level, which isn't a strong level of support. And that could potentially put us up for a bigger move down to even the breakout point at around 70k. So what do I think is the most likely scenario? Well, taking a look at our momentum waves, we can actually see here the money flows coming out of Bitcoin. Now, this is extremely bearish, and it could lead us to get to some lower prices. But when we take a look at some shorter time frames, we can actually see that the 4-hour chart is actually looking like it's about to curve over. And when we start going to some of these time frames, like the 2-hour chart and even the 1-hour chart, we can actually see that on these shorter time frames for Bitcoin, we are printing some bullish divergences. So this is when the price action is getting lower, but the momentum waves are actually getting higher. Now this indicates a loss of momentum, so it is extremely likely we do actually get a bounce in the short term from this blue box here. So I would be expecting a small bounce from that level. Now the question is, are we going to just see a higher low and then move to the downside, or is this bounce in the short term going to give us enough support to then continue on to the upside? Now, that still isn't clear to me at this stage, but locally I would be expecting at least a move up to probably the mid-range point, and then we'll have to reassess from here. But guys, going to the chart of XRP, I'm going to reveal to you the next price point. Now, I have been told that the next price target for XRP is exactly $4.50 up here. Now, this is where I'm going to be looking to take some profits. And what are we looking at for XRP on the chart? We can see we are in ascending triangle pattern. Now, we are getting to the apex of this triangle, and what do I believe is going to happen? Well, I believe that more likely than not, if we see a bounce from Bitcoin and Bitcoin continues to move up, then we're likely to break to the upside for XRP and start that next leg higher towards our price target of $4.50. Now, zooming out on XRP, I want to go to some higher time frames for a second. And I want to show you exactly what's been going on. So we can see that in our 2017 cycle, we were forming an ascending triangle pattern. And when we got to the apex, we actually broke out to the upside. And the exact same pattern has played out again, except on a longer time frame. And we've now broken out to the upside. Well, what can we see? Well, we can actually break this move down here into multiple stages. So the first breakout, we actually went where to? Exactly to the previous all-time high, as you can see here. And then we had a correction, and that was actually about a 65% dip. But after that correction was finished, we got another pump, consolidation, and a third and final pump to the upside. Well, if we're repeating the same chart pattern, where are we now? Well, we've only had this move here, which is back up to the previous all-time highs. And now we're currently in this little consolidation period. Now, do I think we're going to get a 65% crash? Well, the market's a lot more mature now, so I believe that's extremely unlikely, but there is the potential to come down more. But I believe once we get our next breakout, we are going to see this move here, and that's likely going to take us up to that $4.50 range, or we might see a bit of consolidation, and then we're likely going to get that final leg higher, which is going to put us towards that $12 to $20 mark, in my opinion. Now, that's pretty much what I'm looking at for XRP and for Bitcoin, and I will be taking profits at that $4.50 range and looking to buy back into the market. That's pretty much all the inside information I have to share today, But if you want to stay up to date with all the inside information that I do get from my source, make sure to follow this channel and keep updated for future updates. But besides that, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in some one-on-one coaching with me to learn how to trade or how to invest, message me on either Instagram or Twitter. And if you'd like to purchase my top 10 picks for 2025, the coins that I believe are going to be the most profitable and make you the most money, you can just click on the link in the description below. And if you'd like to sign up for a reliable exchange, you can get started with Binance and get 20% off all trading fees. And for Australian users, you can get started with CoinSpot and get a 10% bonus if you use my referral link in the description below. But besides that, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.